to Shaq.
2K Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with the broadcast from Boston, the home of the Celtics. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Magic in Orlando. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Mozgov in at the center.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Shot clock at 5. Lots of room. The shot's good from Jerebko. Here's Irving. 23 points for him the last game against Orlando. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof, only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
Now here's Sullinger. He's coming off a 19-point game against Charlotte.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diallo in the way he treats his body.
Here's Thomas. After the basket by Timothy Mozgov. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Love grabs the board.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
He dishes it to Smith. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bradley. An even 3-on-3 break. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those playing.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge. Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Sullinger, the screen. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. The shot misses, and Cleveland will come the other way. And, guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
Here's Thomas, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Inside, Sullinger. Rebound, Love.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Irving. 5 points in the game. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Smith with a wide open look. Outside Irving. Down low. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by James.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg. But you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations. And they paid a big price for it.
Celtics trail by 6. Let's send it out to DB, who caught up with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thank you, Doris. The shot's good from Jerebko. Jerebko's got 5 now.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
LeBron drives in. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Irving. Here's Smart. Cavaliers with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jerebko. Good, and Smart gets the assist. He's got 7.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
The Cavaliers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Teardrop shot. Good.
Basket is good by Marcus Smart.
9 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving with it. He got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the champ.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov in at the center position. Celtics making a switch here. Sullinger's checked in. Love wide open. He fires. Another miss by Love. Boston shooting well. 50% from the floor. Irving against Thomas. Here's Olynyk. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Pass to Mickey. Mozgov with the steal. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving. Good.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Mickey grabs the board.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
The feed to Olynyk. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Olynyk's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics. Here's LeBron, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Celtics all-time.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and Jerebko is subbed in for Mickey. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Smart's checked in for Bradley. Varejao passes to Thompson. Shumpert in the corner, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down and when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
Outside Williams. Varejao setting the pick for Williams. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Good job there by Varejao setting that screen.
The Celtics have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. And Thomas, here we go. In the corner, Smart with it. Sullinger, a screen on Shumpert. Smart wide open, he fires. Off target from the wing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Williams against Thomas, and he gets it to go. The Celtics shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. 1:29 left to play here in the half. Sullinger, no good.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Varejao setting the pick for Williams. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's Shumpert. And he overshot that one, missing. Smart dishes to Thomas. He kicks to Zeller. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Lee comes in for Jared Sullinger. And it's Rozier in for Isaiah Thomas. Love check in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Jefferson.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Jerebko kicks to Smart. Right through the knee for the layup. Smart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
The 19-footer is on the money. Smart's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And a wide-open look for James. And it would have counted had it fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Celtics.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin. That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get.